Hey everybody, so we're going to do an update video about the previous video with the tires. They are too small, as well as some things that are going on, and I'll show you what's already in progress. Alright, so please stick around, check out the video, and I'll see you guys there. Thank you for watching. Alright everybody, so yesterday kind of got a hair up my butt and I moved all this stuff that was here and cleaned everything, used the DeWalt Flex Volt blower, blew all the dirt and leaves and everything out, and then it rained and windstorm came through, a haboob came through, which is, if you don't know what a haboob is, it's a 50, 100 story wall of dirt. But it got really late and these chairs I didn't end up cleaning. I just kind of put them back. I did a upgrade to the Craftsman compressor because the way this compressor is set up is that the drain cock is so close to the ground. I don't know if I can get a... Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can see how close it was, because you'd have to stick your finger on here and you'd have to try to turn it. And 90% of the time what I always did is I'd just lay the compressor on its side just to start the drain. And what I did is I put a 90-degree and a 3-inch and a 6-inch brass quarter NPT national pipe thread with a quarter NPT to 1/2 inch NPT, and then I basically put a gas ball valve right here, and then paid like $2 for this 1/2 inch plastic coupler. So now you can just turn it and it drains. So that is an upgrade to the compressor, you know. And I never did a video on this, but this is an upgrade to the compressor as well. A long time ago, it had a regular 1/4 inch right here and a 1/4 inch right here, and I took the two singles off, put a 3-way 1/4 inch from Harbor Freight on here, and then I put a 1 inch to a 90 to a 1 inch to a 90, 1/4 inch to 3/4. This is actually a 3/4 inch hose coupler for the big hoses, for a couple of my high demand air tools. So that's an upgrade as well, but that was done a long time ago. And I normally hook my inline filter and my dryer here, and then I hook my hose out here. Same with here, inline dryer and filter here. But you know, that's way easier. I also cleaned out the tank. And for a tank that's been sitting outside for 6.5 years now, it has very little rust in it. But you guys also might have noticed before that this small 1/4 inch board was all the way down here before, and I cut two 3/4 inch plywoods, made them the same size, and then I bolted those to the piece that I had put there, and went and bought some longer bolts to make this taller so it's not bowing under the weight of this. And from standing pretty far back, you can see that the cart's tilted because, well, these are too small. They do need 10 inches, which I will go and grab 10-inch ones later. But I kind of got a hair up my butt, and I started just doing all kinds of things There used to be a black handle here that you could fold up to move the cart. I had a very little amount of this VHT very high temp flame proof header paint in orange, and I didn't have enough to finish it, the handle. So what I did is I just went and bought some Rust-Oleum American Accent 2x Ultra Coverage Paint and Primer. Wood bonds the wood, metal, plastic, and more. And this is Satin Fire Orange. And I like this. You know, I like this way better than that paint over there. That VHT looks like more of a yellow than an orange. But this is what the handle looks like with a couple coats. And I just hung it on some baling wire on my gazebo until I can buy another tarp for this. I only had this gazebo like 3 months. 70 mile an hour windstorm came through here and it just ripped the cover right off of it. But I think it came out nice. I kind of like this. It's really dark and it does give me the essence of fire orange. And I'll show you what that VHT paint looked like. It looked like this yellow right here, and this is that Satin Fire Orange. You can see the difference. And it's, oh, Zorro, stop. And it's over here too, because this is where I started. Now, as you can tell, you guys watch my videos, there's paint everywhere. There's paint here, there, the gray and the red over here. It's my concrete, I don't care. By the time I'm done and I told my wife earlier, by the time I'm done and every item I've ever wanted to paint, this sidewalk will be rainbow. Just saying. But that's the project that I'm doing right now. I do like how this came out. It is very nice. Probably gonna do a couple more coats. You know, I bought 3 cans for $12, and that VHT paint is $15 a can now instead of 10. So I just went the cheapest route. Figured I can find a darker color, and to be honest with you, I'm probably gonna buy that Satin Fire Orange again because I like it. It looks good. And no, it's gonna stand out on the cart, and that was why I used it. I have red and blue and green and a few other colors, but the thing is I didn't want it to be the same color as the cart, and the handle was black, and I completely used the Milwaukee right angle die grinder, completely went over the whole thing, and it was a 2-inch wire brush wheel, and just completely stripped all the paint off of it to bare metal, and then acetoned it and then painted it. Sorry I didn't get to show you guys what it looked like with the orange paint on it. I didn't think about it at the time. I gotta still move all these buckets and all these tires and everything that's over here. But you know, in the previous video I put these 8-inch solid rubber tires from Harbor Freight up against those and realized, oh crap, they're too small. Well, they are. These 2 white rims went to that cart, and these 2 gray ones went to this dolly over here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to buy 6 of those 10-inch solid rubber ones from Harbor Freight because it's cheaper. You know, I got the 6 of the 8-inch for $4.99 because they were on discount, the ITC member discount, and the 10-inch solid rubber with the metal rim tires, they're only $8.30 a piece or something like that. If you try to get a 10-inch solid rubber no flat tire and rim with a metal rim from Tractor Supply, they're like $47 to $58 a piece. So in theory, you go to Harbor Freight, you can get 6 of them for $58. And I've never had any issues with them. Those 8 inches that are on the cart right now are just to allow me to move the cart. I put the 8 inches on my barbecue. I did a video, I'll link a video up here for the barbecue upgrade, but the plastic wheels are completely broken. I couldn't move the barbecue at all, so I installed those on there. I bought the 8 inch, or no, it was the 10 inch solid rubber from Harbor Freight with the plastic rim, and I put those on the cheaper $60 gray dollies that they have, the Hallmaster dolly. And I bought another pair of those because I like those, and then I ended up leaving them as a stock, you know, in case I needed them in the future. And I ended up buying the Franklin 5-in-1 or 4-in-1 dolly from Harbor Freight, and it already had no flat tires on it. But, you know, for $4.99, I bought 6 of them. They were on discount from their normal $7.80 something, $7.80 price. I figured, just keep them. You know, my wife wants to do gardening and stuff, so I figured, oh, why not? I could always, you know, do a project video. Let me know if you guys would like to see something like that, where I can build one of those 4-tire pull carts that you can get at like Harbor Freight, Tractor Supply, you know, Home Depot. You know, it's got the foldable sides, you know, all 4 corners fold down. It's got like a mesh metal frame bottom. You can put plants or, you know, stuff like that in them. You could tow them around. Walmart sells like the fabric versions of them with the plastic wheels. I figure with the extra tires I bought, I can always just make one of those old, you know, similar to the flyer carts, but it's like a cargo cart. You know, if you guys think that's a good idea. I need to find, because another upgrade that I want to do to the compressor is these are some weird sized wheels. They're like 9 1/4 inch, which is not a normal size. I want to put no flat hard rubber tires with a metal rim on this because these are starting to bow. I don't know if you can see it. You might be able to see it. They're starting to canter in. But what I want to do is I want to put like 10-inch tires, even though these are like 9 1/4, and I want to put bigger rubber bumps. If anybody knows where I can get these pieces of rubber with the bolts threaded into them already, or you guys have any suggestions how I can make one of these and make them taller, let me know, because I want to put bigger tires and bigger feet so I can physically lift this off the ground, so this drain cock that I made is not so close to the ground, because it's almost touching the ground. I mean, if I push down, barely, it's touching the ground. So if anybody knows, you know, where I can get some solid rubber that I can just drill through and put a bolt through or something, let me know. Where you guys might have seen it before. You know, I'm thinking either 10-inch here or 12. You know, maybe a little bigger. Even if I have to go to a different store for the solid rubbers and pay like $30 a piece, it would be a good upgrade. It drains a lot quicker than the old petcock now, though. Like, it will drain 100 and almost 200 pounds of air in, or 200 psi worth of air, 33 gallons of it in 2 minutes, where before it would, if I had it full, it would take like several hours. And this is just a little update information. You can see that it's canted because the tires are smaller. And what I was talking about in the previous video is I was going to put 4, so 2 on this side, two on this side, make it a little wider, make it have a more beefier stance, easier to roll. And then I realized that I was looking at the standard tires I already had put on things and didn't think about it was smaller than those. Just didn't dawn on me. But there's a small 2-gallon house Campbell house fill compressor under here. It works perfectly fine. It's got a filter on it. But just a couple little updates. I hung my extension cord that I have running past the door over to this corner, right here against the wall. Yeah, so my wife already started doing a couple compost buckets. We're thinking about right here extending these red bricks down. Yeah, all this is gonna go bye-bye, but we're gonna extend the red bricks down, and then we're gonna put a garden right here against this wall. And I drained the basketball court that's all bent to heck because I had a crap ton of sand in it, and the sand's in this old True Temper wheelbarrow. So I need to, if anybody knows where I can find some buckets that I can start scooping this sand in. I'm looking for something bigger than a 5-gallon bucket that I can put this sand in, because I want to save it in case it's needed for something. But let me know down below. There's just some updates. It's gonna be a long video, hopefully not too extremely long. And I lean my whatever I'm trying to paint against whatever's accessible at the moment, and it ends with paint on it. It is what it is. But I'll probably do another coat on this. It does look really good though. Let me know in the video what you guys think, how this looks to you guys, because I can't really see the screen on the camera. It's being blinded by the sun. But in person, it's really nice. It looks really good. But, these are just some updates and things that I've been doing. I'll probably do a review on the DeWalt FlexVolt 60-volt blower. I have found something that I absolutely can't stand about it. And I've been reading for years that, people are like, I can't stand the static problem with the blower. And, I couldn't figure out what they were referring to, because most people, when you ask them what they're talking about, they just blow you off and they don't physically explain. But I get it. When you have the blower on and you turn the you're not using the blower, if you accidentally bump the battery against your skin, or you touch it with your hand, it shocks the crap out of you, that's kind of a problem. It is, the one thing I do like is it is way more powerful than the Milwaukee. You can feel that it has more power than the Milwaukee Gen 2 M18. But I like both of them. I like that the M18 Milwaukee is lighter. I was using the other day the Milwaukee M18 Gen 2 blower with a high output CP 3.0, and it lasted almost an hour, no issue. But I also wasn't holding the button down constantly. But there's just little updates. I gotta clean up. The storm blew a bunch of dead weeds in my yard, and I found some dead weeds behind all this stuff that I had right here, and I blew it into the yard, and so I gotta clean that up. If you guys look at my Instagram, you'll notice I posted some pictures of barbecuing at 3 a.m. with the fire pit and some beer, and made a campfire kind of food, you know, hot dogs and beans. It was kind of fun. Me and my wife had fun. You know, it was nice and cool outside. In Arizona, it doesn't get cool very often. It's coming up on my birthday, and the sun is now, you know, getting to 100-something degrees, you know, three digits. And it's just ridiculous. I spent the whole day yesterday out here doing all this, and excuse me. I was hot as heck. I had to run to get the bolts because I realized that the bolts I had put in it originally were too short to accommodate the extra 2 pieces. Now the bolt's long enough that I could put another 3/4 board in there and make it 3 3/4 boards and a 1/4 board, which should stop this from bowing under the weight. I was also thinking, get down here, I was also thinking under here to bolt a 2x4 right here, like sit it up against the channel and bolt it to the bottom, and then put another 2x4 up against this channel, bolt it to the bottom, and then put 2x4s, like 3 of them, crossing between these two to make it stronger. So it won't randomly bow too much, and it will give it some rigidity. You know, let me know in the comments what you guys think of that idea, and if you would like to see me do it. You can see there's enough thread for me to put another 3/4, and it brings it up higher. Because my one problem is I have like these things, like the wire for this welder and everything, and it falls down like that. And then I'm trying to fish it out. And if I bring it up, this won't fall in there anymore. I'll probably show you guys me cutting the rod longer on the piece I got, drilling holes through it, and putting the tires and everything on, if you guys want to see that. But I still haven't got to painting this yet. You can see it's got surface rust. It's actually more in-depth rust now. It's not just surface rust anymore. I'll eventually get to it. I removed the sticker with the serial number and everything. You know, I have my 4 3-ton jack stands down here, and 2 of my 4 Ford 6-ton jack stands sitting here that were under the truck when I was painting calipers and shit. But it's been 22 minutes, going on 23. Hopefully you guys enjoy the update. You know, let me know if there's anything you guys want to see on the channel. You know, do you guys want to see me do a comparison between the Milwaukee and the DeWalt Flex Volt blower and the Milwaukee blower? Or, you know, is there a specific thing you'd like to see me demonstrate them on? This tree back here I have, you know, it sheds its leaves quite a bit. So I can always rake them up, put them on the sidewalk, and, you know, because if I blow them here, it's just going to be a cloud of dirt everywhere. It's not going to really do much of anything. You can see it's just, I cleaned all this, and it dropped a crap ton of leaves in the last week since I cleaned the tree in this area. But, you know, this is all scrap metal and wood that I need to cut down, and I'm not really sure how my handsaw got out here. Oh, this is the handsaw somebody gave me for free. That's why it's out here. Came with a bunch of things I bought. Oh, there's a 1/4x20 lock nut. But appreciate your guys' time. Appreciate you guys stopping by and watching. You know, hopefully you enjoy the updates and what's going on. Well, there's an update on the 4Runner. The drums that I painted redder, they're still red. You can see that. Calipers are still red. The brake booster is still red. I'll have to do some updates on this soon, the Excursion. But, you know, if you guys want to see updates on the Excursion, let me know. I'm rebuilding a 6.8 liter 2-valve V10. Going to be upgrading the transmission to take more horsepower, upgrading the engine. We're going to be doing a Rise Industries 12-inch lift. Bigger tires than it has on it. We're going to be putting mud tires on it. You guys already saw the frame painting I did with the brackets, the red brackets. So if you guys want to see more on that, let me know. I also have to do some diagnostics to find out where the electrical brake is, because when you open the front doors, the dome lights and all the courtesy lights turn on, but when you open the rear doors and the barn door in the back, the courtesy lights don't turn on. And I know where the module is. I think the module went bad. I had to replace the security module in this truck, and right after I replaced the security module, I took it to Ford and just told them go ahead and just update the security module and revin it and everything for me, because I didn't want to deal with it. And a couple weeks later, the courtesy lights stopped working for the two back doors and the barn doors in the rear. So I think it just, something didn't learn right, or the module just went bad for the courtesy lights for the doors. But this truck's going to be getting fuel cleaver rims. I'm still thinking about negative 40 offsets, bigger tires. I never did any videos on the upgrading the hitch. It came with just a 7-pin, and now it has a 7-pin, a 5-pin, and 2 4-pins on it. I did the wiring and everything for that. I never did a video on it. But video is almost at 30 minutes. Oh, we're going to be doing dual exhaust. It's another update for this truck. Dual 3 or 4-inch exhaust, I don't know yet. I'm going to be getting rid of the Y pipe, and we're going to be straight piping it on each side, so it's going to have true dual exhaust, not, you know, one single exhaust pipe and then it splits, you know, right here at the back to dual off of a, you know, a dual split off. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be actual true dual exhaust. I did a video a while back about the Gibson headers I bought for the truck. It's just been really busy, haven't had time to get to the truck. It's so busy that I clean all these spider webs off everything, and not even a day later there's a crap ton of spider webs. I don't know why, but they like this truck. It's kind of hard to see some of them. Let me see if I can turn the light on. Kind of helps with the light. You know, it's just insane. They're everywhere. But those are some of the updates to this truck. Hopefully we'll get to it soon. You know, it kind of just is what it is, you know. Work comes first, making money comes first. Can't upgrade the truck to things you want without the extra funds. You know, I still got to pay bills and businesses and employees, and you know, so a little bit here, a little bit there. If you guys want to see more about it, let me know. I already did all the suspension, shocks, knuckles, ball joints, drag link, tie rods. I already did all of it, including the custom dual dampeners for the steering. HIDs, high and lows, HIDs and fogs. You know, this truck has a lot of upgrades. The blacked out turn signals on the mirrors, the chromed mirrors, the keyed gas cap, the gray tinted rear brake lights, the upgraded LED third brake light at the top. It's just some of the upgrades. But we're at 30 minutes, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell notification icon, punch it in the face. Go check out my Amazon affiliate links. I get a commission off the affiliate links at no cost to you guys. If you click on one of my links, you don't have to buy exactly what's on my link. You just click on my link, and for 24 hours, anything that you choose to buy on Amazon, I get a small commission from it. No extra charge to you or anything like that, which, you know, it does help me buying tools and doing these reviews. The small amount I get does help. So, you know, appreciate you guys' time. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. If you aren't a subscriber, click the bell if you guys want to see more. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.
Yeah.